feels like this if it wasn't on his plan, but Richardson doesn't know either. A frustrated David enters a cafe to ask if anyone knows where the ballet company is, and luckily a client gives him an address. Then David tries to take a taxi, but Richardson won't let any car stop for him. David manages to run after a particular cab, but when the car stops, another vehicle crashes against it. After checking on the cab driver, David looks inside the other car only to find it empty. He calls 911, and when the cops arrive, an officer wants to take him to the station as the only witness. A wary David asks the sergeant if it's really necessary, and when she tells him they'll call him later, David turns around to find the officer gone, which means he was a TAB agent. Now David can finally take a cab and pays the driver $100 to drive while ignoring everything that may appear around them, even the stoplights. The agents run as fast as they can, using their powers to go through several buildings and lock doors. However, when they make it to the studio, it's too late. David has already seen Elise. Richardson warns him that more powerful people will come after him before going to the office to meet with his superior. It turns out that Elise and David were meant to be together a couple of times in the past decades, but the plan changed in 2005. Now the remnants of the old plans keep pushing Elise and David together. Richardson looks for Harry to inform him that it wasn't his fault after all. That night Elise and David have a lot of fun together, racing on the streets, dancing at the club, and sharing stories from their childhoods. The couple then shares a kiss and goes home to get dirty. After they fall asleep, they're watched by Agent Thompson. The next morning Elise receives several calls from his ex, who she hadn't talked to in a long time. She reveals she was engaged to the guy but broke up with him because she kept thinking about David. In return, David confesses that being with her is the first time he felt like himself. Since David is worried that the agents may take her away, he invites Elise to the TV station so she can watch him do his interview. When the show's done, an agent pretending to be part of the crew tells her that David will be there for hours and will call her when he's done. After she leaves, the guy pretends to guide David to his next show, only to push him into a warehouse and lock him up. Moments later, Thompson shows up and David asks him what happened to Free Will. Thompson explains that TAB took humanity